The night before our wedding, he used the watch I gifted him to hypnotize me so he could care for his suddenly blind exes. I woke up the next day and married the man he despised the most. The night before the wedding, Jonathan Kelly's first love, Yolanda Maxwell, sent over her medical report. She said she wanted to see the world one last time before going blind in order to avoid leaving any regrets with his first love. He decided to cancel our wedding to take care of her. When I confronted him, he grew impatient. Can you stop being so petty? She can't see anymore? Can't you just be a little understanding? He even tied me to a chair and forcibly hypnotized me to make me forget about him for a while at least. Later, I went ahead and married his arch rival with red eyes. He asked me, "How could you marry someone else?" Raymond Baldwin wrapped his arms around me. "It's just a new groom. Don't be so petty." Looking at the photo on my phone, I suddenly felt like I didn't want to get married anymore. An hour ago, Jonathan's first love, Yolanda, had posted something on Instagram. I just casually mentioned I wanted a snack, and he dropped everything and rushed to bring it to me. The post was accompanied by a photo of the two of them eating together closely. In the photo, my fiancé and Jonathan was lovingly feeding Yolanda. That gentle look was something I had never seen from him at that moment. I felt like a joke. I remembered how he had come with me to pick out rings in the afternoon and said there was something urgent at the hospital he had to take care of. His urgent matter was running off to buy snacks for his first love. Just then the door opened. Jonathan had returned. He walked into the bedroom and saw that I was still awake. He came over and hugged me. "We had a lot of patience today, so I am a bit late home." His voice was soft and the faint scent of gardenias filled my nostrils. That was Yolanda's favorite scent. Suddenly, I felt a wave of nausea. I pushed him away and couldn't help but mock him. "Really? Did you bring her snacks and still find time to see patients? You really are working hard." His eyes flashed with panic and he immediately took out the medical report. Yolanda's having trouble with her eyesight. She could go blind at any time. When I heard him say that, I just found it laughable. She had posted a picture on Instagram not long ago, and now she was supposedly going blind. It seemed like a joke to me. She had used similar tactics to manipulate Jonathan before anyone with common sense could tell she was playing him. But Jonathan still believed her wholeheartedly. Seeing that I didn't say anything, he went on. "You know, Yolanda lost both her parents when she was young. Now with this illness, she's struggling with even the basics of daily life. It's really pitiful." I sighed deeply and cut straight to the point. "So you want to go take care of her?" Jonathan fell silent, not answering, but I could already tell his position. It hit me hard soon. We were supposed to be getting married, yet he couldn't let go of his first love. I suddenly felt empty inside. "Jonathan, if you can't let her go, I can call off the wedding and set you two free." I turned around to start packing my things, but he suddenly grabbed my wrist. He pinned me to the chair and took out some rope he had prepared in advance, tying me up. I screamed, "Are you crazy? What are you doing?" A wave of fear washed over me and I struggled desperately, trying to break free, but I couldn't move an inch. He looked at me with a trace of guilt in his eyes. "Wanda Norman, don't be angry. I know you don't like her, but right now she really needs me. I am going to take care of her for a few days, and I'll hypnotize you so you can forget about me temporarily." He took out a golden pocket watch. I stared at him in disbelief. He actually hypnotized me to forget about him just so he could meet his first love. This watch was something I had specially ordered for him as a birthday gift, and never in my wildest dreams did I think it would end up being used on me. A wave of bitterness hit my chest and I looked at him with eyes full of disappointment. "Jonathan, I am your fiancé Raffatine. Have you ever thought about my feelings?" He turned his head, avoiding my gaze, his voice dripping with impatience. "I've already said it's just a few days to take care of her. Can you stop being so petty?" Petty, in an instant my heart shattered and I completely lost control. I shouted at him, "Go ahead then. Once you are gone, don't bother coming back." He held the pocket watch up in front of me, playing with it absent-mindedly as he spoke softly to calm me. "Wanda, don't say such things. How could I not come back? I still have to marry you. Now be a good girl and get some sleep." I didn't know where his confidence came from, thinking I would still end up with him. Suddenly a wave of dizziness hit me and I